Alright, welcome back to Soul Reaver 2. Thank you, Raziel. We are in the Light Reaver Forge, and we have to get the statue there to raise his hands. This looks like a door we can open. Maybe not. See what's on the other side of this particular gate that we can't open that can pass through. Okay, so we need to move this somewhere. Turn that and move that and align it to that. Okay, sure. What else? That's a different looking Slua. That looks much more feral. Okay. That's fine. I don't need to fight any. Duck if I'm below you. I don't remember there being different versions of Slow, but hey, whatever. Alright. Transition and of course. And he thinks. I think I have an idea. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, so we need to blind the eye. Which I just did. Oh, I don't have the Dark Reaver. Duh. Need to go find the Dark Reaver font. But while we're here, we're going to go play with the light sconces. I'm going to guess I'm going to turn these. Yep. Okay, we're rotating 90 degrees. Let's do this instead. Okay, we did get a double reflection and it goes that way rather than... I don't know what I'm saying. At this point, I'm literally gibbering. My brain is turning to mush. Come on, give me the speed. We can move these. I'm missing quite a few plates, and I cannot rotate that. Good to know. I can't jump that, and I don't think I can make it across either. Well, I might be able to. Yeah, I can. Okay. Neat. Unfortunately, for me, got it. Okay, see, I need the Shadow Reaver power, but I don't have it. Why? Oh, we need that plate, so... That was part of the problem. Okay. Easy enough, I guess. And that should go here. There we go. Reflect off that thing and open that door. Excellent. Oh, good. And I think I need the Shadow Reaver to move this so that I can open this door. Interesting. Where does this go? Hi guys. No thanks. Ouch. Ah. And there's the Shadow Reaver font. Okay. Thankfully, they've gotten a little bit more keyboard again. Nope. How about arrested momentum? Jesus. Unfortunately, the slipperiness of the first game and my keyboard, I don't need a new keyboard, is making this very difficult. I could play with a controller, but believe it or not, I have hit the maximum number of USB imports for my USB hub. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing either. Yeah, my rear USB serial bus is overloaded. So if I plug something in, it turns my computer off. I have multiple chain. Unfortunately, I had to multiple chain my. I think I've had to multiple chain various USB devices to get my VR equipment to work, and unfortunately that seems to have overloaded the serial bus. Okay, I think what that's trying to tell me is there's another passageway that I need to unlock. So there's probably... Oh, there's absolutely something I missed. It's just the question of what did I miss? So I have to open the font, open the door to the font. But in order to get to the font itself and the door, I have to transition the spectral. Yeah, I guess I move shit. I guess. But there's no plate there unless... Will it let me take the plate from here? No. And that opens this door, which is where the font is. So what did I miss? So I go in, I think what I missed is the fact that this pillar shrinks. And I can get up here, but without the ability to just pop all realms. Okay. Let's just go up here. Ah, I'm stupid. Alright. Thank you, computer. Hang on one second. Got it. Woo! Made it. That's a lot of slow. I wonder if it's because we're in the past. And there. What was that? No, 180 turn when I fall. I think it was the game trying to get me to hello. think it was the game trying to get Raziel to grab the... Trying to grab the ledge. Finish the thought. Yep. Pull, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. And that makes getting up here easier. Gotcha. Okay. Don't need that anymore. At least not for right now. Put flashing light warnings on all this stuff too. Nope. They're really trying to stop me. Wow. That was working for a little while anyway. Alright, let's get that mirror aligned properly. And it purifies the symbol too. Interesting. Spit at me. Oh god. Alright. I mean, they could really be dicks about it and make it so that if you walk into the light, you lose the shadow blade power. But let's not do that. Alright, so that goes there, that goes there. So the only place we need to go back to, we got the shadow right. We have the shadow blade, we can go blind the eye. So what the game wants you to do with these encounters is if you're going to fight the enemies, it wants you to use the Soul Reaver to kill the majority of them, and then finish one off with your claws so you can move up. That's what you're supposed to do. Managed to get him to walk into the... There we go. And now we have to run. This would be so much easier if we still had the ability to throw things. But like I said, that would be too easy. Yeah, so we actually need to go around. Oh, it disappears. Okay. Good to know. At least this door stays open. So what I need to go do is I need to go find go back to that bridge switch. That shadow bridge switch. And activate that. So that should lead me to back around. I'm guessing. Not a guessworking roll to this. But we can't fly with that symbol in our claws, so we would need to find a way another way around. And now that we have access to Shadow Reaver, that's what we need. We go, and with the symbol purified, it opens the gates and allows us to go get that medallion without having to worry about jumps. See, this puzzle is a lot. I guess I needed to learn to understand how the designers had put the game together. Because this puzzle makes more sense than the previous one. Yeah, I could fight them individually, or I can get the game to kill them for me. Like all Indiana Jones games. Oh, come on. Let's try this again. Thankfully, we don't have to go far. Well, that's not true. Shit. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, mission accomplished. You only missed about 5 solid minutes of backtracking. Yeah, Raziel kind of just stands there and plays with the sun symbol for far too long. So you only have about half a second to get out of the room, which is more than you need if you grab it immediately after stunning the eye. But if you do what happened to me, where I could not interact with the object because it kept sliding past it, then you're SOL.
I plunged the Reaver into the forge and imbued the blade with the elemental power of light. Thus armed, I now had the means to re-enter the stronghold and finally use Moebius's time-streaming device to accomplish my own ends.
Okay, so now that we have the Light Reaver, we can leave. Of course, now we gotta kill these idiots first. But they're nice enough to leave us. We got a new friend. They're nice enough to give us a light fountain, just in case we somehow screw it up. And this is the trick in order to get out of here and out into back into the fortress. Good old purple elements. Or purple gems, I guess. Pink? Lightish red? Anyway, let's get back into the time streaming chamber. The time travel machine. What it is. But first we have to get back to the fortress. Never have to go back in there again. Should be right. Oh, right, we're in the other side. Did they close it up? Cheeky little bastards. I guess that's to keep us, to force us to get the checkpoint. I don't know why they would do that, except to waste time. Then again, we've seen that this series is not shy about forcing the player to waste time doing mostly pointless guff. And I'm going to grab a save just because I haven't done it for a while. Alright, put that away. Yeah, the game is never, these two games have never been shy about making you do busy work. Considering how old those things are, you'd think there would have been evidence of them in Kain's time as well, but... Just don't think about the pressure mechanics required to open doors that size against water, this much water. Physically, the amount of power required to do it would put a lot of engineering projects to shame. Thankfully, magic and gameplay mechanics just kind of hand wave it. But it's still something that bothers me just a little bit. and because it's a time limit.
Here it comes.
Hi, dude. No, I'm not fighting. I'm fighting either one of you. You have to lock me in a room with you idiots to fight, to get me to fight you guys. Speaking of locking,
To arms!
yep, you got that right. Careful who you call fiend.
Taste my
They might consume your soul. Not great, but better. I'm just gonna take the sword just in case. Oh yeah. This looks like the same god-awful trap we've been involved in previously. Did they lock the doors on us again? Yeah, they kinda did. Although... Okay, before I go... Ow, what is this? Before I go doing too much... Thankfully, the cannonballers are pretty weak. I think this is my... Unfortunately, have to give up the... Nope, I'm just stupid. Oops. Oh look, and there's this guy. I may have to go back to the fountain gate. Nope. Raziel doesn't understand how gunpowder works. Hi! Can you guys open this gate for me? Is that a no? Okay, maybe I have to go through this gate. Right.
Show yourself, Kain.
Here, Raziel. Everything is decided here. You cannot comprehend the magnitude, the rapture and the tragedy of this moment. And yet you must, if Nosgoth is to be dragged from the wreckage of its damnation.
I understand only this, Kain. That you and Moebius have impelled me to this moment simply means I can trust neither of you. I don't know who's pulling the strings, but it no longer matters, because I'm cutting them. I set my own course from here.
If it were only that simple.
Your fatalism is tiresome, Kain.
And profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand, our presence here doesn't alter history. You and I meet here because we are compelled to. We have always met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river. The current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream. The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient. Except, then how do we explain William here? The beloved boy king turned tyrant. In my youth, I witnessed William's rise to power and his transformation into the nemesis who laid waste to Nosgoth. Keep your distance, Kain. Years later, I stumble upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Moebius. In my wisdom, I seize this opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Moebius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race.
I warn you, no further.
This one reckless act unravels the skein of history. The nemesis never becomes the nemesis. William dies a martyred saint. I, the vampire assassin, become the author of my own species' extinction, and Moebius profits from it all. I destroyed a tyrant only to create one far worse. But how can it be so? How, if history is immutable? The answer is here in this room, Raziel. Moebius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the Soul Reaver. The Reaver is the key. Two incarnations of the blade meet in time and space. A paradox is created, a temporal distortion powerful enough to derail history.
Is this your sorcery?
Not mine, Raziel. Yours. You have nothing to fear from me, Raziel. You hold all the cards.
First time, Kain is telling us the truth. Mostly.
Then perhaps I should test your sincerity. If what you say is true, you should be terrified. I could kill you here and now.
And so you do, Raziel.
What's happening?
We're hurtling towards our destinies, Raziel. What you feel is the pull of history rushing to meet us. This is where history and destiny collide. If you truly believe in free will, Raziel, now is the time to prove it. Kill me now, and we both become pawns of history, dragged down the path of an artificial destiny. I was ordained to assume the role of Balance Guardian in Nosgoth, while you were destined to be its savior. But the map of my fate was redrawn by Moebius, and so in turn was yours.
This is madness!
Fight it, Raziel. This moment does not have to be an ending. It can become a prelude.
I can't.
You can, Raziel. Look inside and see that it is so. You have the power to reshape our inevitable futures. Poor William.
What is this?
History abhors a paradox, Raziel. Even now, the time stream strains to divert itself, finding its old course blocked by your refusal to destroy me. The future is reshuffling itself to accommodate your monumental decision. This is where we restore ourselves, Raziel, and reclaim our intended destinies. It may yet be possible for me to assume my role as Balance Guardian and return the pillars to their rightful inheritors.
To the vampires. And this is the destiny you have urged me to discover. I don't know what game you and Moebius are playing, Kain, but I refuse to be your pawn. Unlike you, I still revere whatever shred of humanity I've managed to preserve. You will not use me as the instrument of your messianic delusions.
Very well, Raziel. I'll not ask you to trust me. Your truths are for you to discover alone.
Humble words for one who presumes to teach me a lesson at every turn.
Then continue your journey and learn your own lessons, Raziel. Remember, Moebius led you here, but you walk away unfettered. A champion of free will and conqueror of false histories. There is much more for you to unearth, if you have the heart for the truth and the will to see it.
Yeah, we just broke reality. That this pulsing action that the camera's been doing is a serious motion sickness issue. Is the game's way of trying to tell us that anything that Raziel does from that point on can change the history written as it is now, which is kind of the point. And what Kain, and it was Kain's purpose in the first place, was to get... Okay, so how do we get through that door? Kain wanted Raziel there so that he could unbind fate, which is what he just did. Which is going to make some of our recent acquaintances very upset. How do I get through this door? And I'm having flashbacks. I think the room is the room still pulsing? No, the camera is just kind of shit. Okay, so we've got the light. I wonder if there's a switch I missed. Oh, there's the door. Yes, so... one of the things that Kain does, as discussed, is he kills William. Because Nosgoth is being consumed. And there's only one person that's allowed to consume Nosgoth, and he's currently trapped underneath some pillars. So damn it, we're gonna stop it. But they sent Kain to do it. And it gave them license to wipe out the vampires, which until that point in time had been considered not necessarily enemies of the people, but kind of not. They were considered myths. They had been lost to the mists of history. And so when Kain slew William, when at Moebius' urging, they brought the vampires back into the forefront of people's minds and allowed...
There's one!
Here's one!
Okay. Everybody go boom.
Prepare to die.
All in the service of wiping out the vampires, because they're a threat to the old one. Every time Raziel has been told to do something, it's been in service of wiping out the vampires. Wipe out the vampires in the past. Gets rid of and kill Kain. He kills all the vampires in existence and stops Kain's attempts to change the past. Or, excuse me, wipe out the vampires in the future.
Seize him!
How about it? Let's not go that way. This room should look familiar. You've been here before. The bats are a weird touch. They seem to be becoming more prolific. And here we are. We find ourselves in the realm of lies.
Ah, yes. I like that look on your face, Moebius. You really don't know what to do now, do you, old man? Here you are, caught without your damned staff. And I suspect things aren't progressing quite as you'd hoped. You're not used to the fly turning to confront you in your web, are you?
Kain's devious influence has poisoned your mind, Raziel. Now you see betrayal everywhere, even in your closest allies.
We were never allies, Moebius. Conspirators, perhaps. Briefly.
Why did you not kill Kain when you had the chance? He was at your mercy.
Precisely. I had a choice, and I chose mercy. And now I know your sordid little secret. The significance of that displacement I felt when the two Reavers came together. Strangely enough, I was enlightened by the devious Kain, not by you. In fact, I've learned much more than you counted on. I understand now how you've tried to manipulate all of history for your own personal gain. But now all your little schemes are whirling in ruin around you, aren't they? All because I chose to exert my will for once, rather than obey the demands of sorcerers and spirits and demons, all singing the same tiresome refrain, "Kill Kain." I'm setting my own path from here, Moebius. I intend to discover the truth behind all of this.
But you condemn us all with this impetuous act.
Hardly impetuous. It took all the will I could muster. Has my refusal to kill Kain reshuffled your carefully stacked deck of cards?
You really think that you're exercising your free will, Raziel? You're simply Kain's servant.
I do not serve Kain. I merely did not kill him.
Raziel, do not forget your purpose here. You are destined to be the savior of Nosgoth.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing that particular phrase. As for saving Nosgoth, so far I see precious little reason to bother. And I'll choose my own purpose from here on out, Time Streamer. Right now, I choose to manipulate you for a change. Go. In there.
What are you doing?
Come now, Moebius. You're a cunning serpent. You'll piece it together, I imagine. This era is of no further use to me. You will operate this device to provide me passage. I want to see the world in a simpler time, before the Sarafan began their crusade.
And what about Kain? You're leaving your core behind.
You kill him if it's so damned important.
You need only touch the two poles of the switch, and the device will transport you. But I urge you to reconsider.
You've lost your powers of persuasion, old man. Rot here and forget me.
Oh, Hood is always really good for allowing you to hide your devious smiles. You can see why Moebius likes it. Yeah, he screwed us. Duh. Raziel, that was stupid. This doesn't look newer. This looks much, much older.
Even as I emerged from that infernal time-streaming chamber, I suspected treachery. The stronghold was vacant, derelict, and abandoned.
Overrun, you might say. Here we go. We'll get to that in just a moment. This way. I guess we're going this way. Maybe not. Okay. There were doors here. Where'd they go? Ah. Sorry. Yikes. Shit hath hitteth the fan. Yeah. Dude, you've got other shit to worry about. So do I. Yep. That's going to happen a lot. Oh yeah, they can follow us into the spectral realm. Guess why? The good news is, once you beat them, it's almost easier to fight them in the spectral realm, if you can. Sometimes you can't leave after the fact. Look at that. Yikes. Well, we're not going that way. Ah, I guess we have to beat the demons because they blocked all the accessible doors. I will deal with you later. You two fight it out. I'll be over here in a minute. These things are much more dangerous, do a shitload more damage. I'm sorry. These are the demons. Now, what are demons doing in Nosgoth? I don't remember there being any demons in the future. Well, we did just kind of butt-fuck the timeline, so... Watch out, the spit.
Prepare to die. Prepare to die.
Stupid dogs. Nope, I was just leaving, boys. Pay no attention to me. Yeah, this was the thing that we weren't supposed to do. Obviously. We have made someone very happy. Or very mad, depending on how you want to look at it. Oh, we're not going that way. But we have drawn off those two idiots, so I guess it's not all a loss. I'm going the wrong way. I can't tell. Nope. Unfortunately, I think the demons regenerate just like the vampires used to do. So we are kind of fighting on a clock here. Alright.
If I had any doubts about the era I now occupied, this grotesque tableau certainly eliminated them. For here was Moebius, long since murdered by Kain, lionized and beatified as the martyred leader of his bloodthirsty crusade. And if I required further evidence, I needed only to behold the gruesome trophy Moebius held aloft. A severed head of Vorador, the final triumphant kill of Moebius's cutthroat mob. His execution marked the annihilation of the vampires. Far from channeling me into Nosgoth's past, Moebius had propelled me over a century to its ghastly future. The intent behind this little detour was unmistakable. Having failed to make me his obedient assassin, Moebius intended to keep me ignorant of my true destiny, which clearly lay in Nosgoth's past, While his deception only reinforced my purpose, Moebius had effectively stranded me here. This left me no course but to explore the era I now occupied and see what changes the century had wrought, following Kain's ill-fated decision. Perhaps time had cleared a path for me into the mountains, where I might unearth more clues behind the mystery of Janos Audron.
So in this timeline, I got some things mixed up because it's been a long time since I've done any of the legacy games or even watched the Let's Play. Oh shit.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to try this again. I'm not entirely too sure.
Jesus. Okay. Itch. Cheesing my ability to spin attack with the Soul Reaver. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if there's any way for me to get out of here. Oh, no, there is. So, okay. What happened is with the death of Vorador at Moebius's hands, rather than Kain's. So, Vorador is the one who turns Kain into a vampire. But with the death of Vorador, at Moebius's hands rather than Kain's, it also puts to bed the Kain's transformation. He just dies. Kain dies a spoiled noble and idiot, and is not resurrected. So this is what the timeline looks.
What pathetic charade is this now, Moebius?
No charade, Raziel. Only the entreaties of this martyred spirit.
Your pleas mean nothing to me after all your deceit. You have propelled me into Nosgoth's future, Moebius, and left me stranded here.
I am truly sorry, Raziel, but it was necessary. Consider it the last valiant act of a doomed man. You have strayed from your purpose, and now behold the result. Gaze upon the wasteland you and Kain authored together.
I fail to see how I'm responsible.
You spared Kain, and by doing so, you have released a multitude of horrors upon this world. I can accept that Kain has murdered me, Raziel. As the Time Guardian, I foresaw that incident long before it occurred, and I take some small comfort in the fact that Kain remains the sole survivor of his vile breed. But you have single-handedly made my sacrifice meaningless.
Your argument is disingenuous, Time Streamer. I cannot see how killing or sparing Kain's future self would alter these events. This wasteland was created by Kain's original refusal at the Pillars. And amidst all these twists and turns, that event has never changed. You are cunning, Moebius, but I think you've gotten tangled in your own web.
As Kain clings to his precious seat of power, the Pillars sink into a mire of decay, dragging all of Nosgoth down with them.
I don't think this has anything to do with the Pillars, or Kain's failure to sacrifice himself. I think you're simply afraid, because you don't know what he's up to. He's a wild card, isn't he? And you don't want his influence in your game. Which is why you wanted me to eliminate him. Well, now that he survived, you have no idea what's coming, do you? Maybe, for the first time in your entire life. You're terrified that he may have truly found a third option out of the dilemma you orchestrated for him.
Kain's lies have addled your mind. Leave this place and trouble my spirit no more.
If you even are a spirit, you've forgotten. I have a way to tell for sure. If you're willing to risk it. I didn't think so. Either way, you lose.
Unfortunately, everyone loses. Yeah, essentially, this is the timeline where the vampires are wiped out completely. Kain is still here, but because the timeline is broken, we still have to deal with this much shit. I didn't actually mean to pick up the sword. I was going to try to kill these guys with the Soul Reaver, but apparently that's no longer. That's one down. Man, and they hit the trucks. This is the orchestration that the old one has been trying to create since he started manipulating things. He got what he wanted, just not at the right time. Which is why he and Moebius are upset. Oh, the doors are gone. Okay. Anyway, we have a Nosgoth to explore, a wasteland that has nothing to do with the vampire clans that destroyed it in the first one, but something else entirely. But I'm going to call it a video since we're at time, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.